Hi, I'm Mike of Neil F. Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. I may have made a horrible mistake. Let's point retrograde, actually. Right, what this is a simple moonlander with an engineer on board. The idea being to land near Moonhopper 3. But there is an issue, which is I've used a very small engine to get this far, and it's going to take 8 minutes to stop. It's a bit of a problem. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is going to work. Right, so I'm about right. Let's set our target, because basically I've done the maths and all that, right? That's not what I want to do. You're being a pain. Stop being a pain. I want to find the Moonhopper. It's down there. There we go. Set as target. Okay, cool. Now, so I did the maths like I did before with the Minmus Hopper. And the thing is, I need to start burning when I'm 152 kilometers away, which, as you can see, is not that far away. With the burn set up as it is, which is more or less on target. I'm only about a minute. I'm less than 2 minutes away, so I'm going to start burning round about here-ish. Oh, okay, maybe more there-ish. And you can see this enormous distance I'm going to have to cover. Yeah. Partly it's because I'm running this whole thing. Of course, it's during the night time. So great. You can maybe just about see there's an ant engine in there. Now, I'm actually using 2 engines here, and I do have 1,000 delta V in this craft. In the actual landing portion. So although I have 500 delta V in here, the thrust to weight ratio is so low that I'm wondering if it's not going to be a good idea to just ditch this. So I'm going to hit F5, so I'm going to save this. I'm just going to deploy this. And that immediately takes it down to 3 minutes. Okay, so that changes the calculation. The height doesn't change. Let's just clear my calculator. So I am going to be 924. I'm going to be 9245 above the sea level. Moonhopper 3 is 4,349 meters above sea level. So that's a total difference of 4,896. Chuck that into memory. Now my delta V to stop is 568. We'll call it 569. Multiply that by. Well, actually, no, I'll do this the other way. The time I'm going to be spending is 3 minutes. Time 3 minutes times 60 plus 30 seconds for a total of 210. Multiply that by 569. That's 11,9,490. So I divide that by 2. That's 59 kilometers. 59,745, which I'm going to write down. 59,745. So now it's time to start squaring things. So bring out the memory, square that, chuck that back into the memory. Suddenly realise I'm not entirely sure. Right, 59,745 squared plus memory recall, and then square root that. That's only 59,945 kilometers. That's only 60 kilometers. Sorry about that. It's probably a bit dull there. Okay. So I can afford to go a little bit further on, and I'm only going to be doing 60 kilometers. So it's a combination of the fact that it's a smaller craft. I might as well put the gears out. It's a smaller craft, and I've actually got 2 of those engines as opposed to just the 1. So between those 2 things, that's shortened the distance, which is going to take less time to fall out of the sky. Now, what I'm to kill my horizontal velocity. Now, what I'm hoping is that I will still have enough delta V with only 1,000 left. It should be enough. I believe it's only 600 to land, which I believe also includes deorbiting. So I'll get rid of the Kerbal alarm clock. We don't need that right now. That's no longer helping me. That's no longer helping me. So just bring up the rendezvous thing. So when that gets to 60 kilometers, that's where I'm going to go. And I have no idea, because this is going to take 3 minutes of burn. I'm going to have to do a more or less a constant altitude thing, and we'll just have to see how this goes. And it took me a little while to remember that I've got a I had to stage up. Okay, so I'm pointing horizontal, but my vertical speed is going down. So I'm gonna try and bring that. There we go. I want to bring that to about as close to 0 as I can get it. But at the same time, I don't want to spend too much bringing my vertical speed to a sensible point, because I need to spend an awful lot of that stopping. I'm aiming pretty much exactly at it, which is kind of cool. Oh, actually my vertical speed's coming down. I'm having to spend more and more of my thrust to keep my vertical speed down. Whereas what I want to do is bring my horizontal speed down. And when I say down, we're talking about vertical speed, I'm talking about... Well, okay, I want to bring the speed down, but obviously the velocity is up. If we remember our high school velocity versus speed lessons. I mean, I can actually afford a fair amount. So I'm going to let myself drift down a little bit more. In fact, I'm just going to go straight for killing my horizontal for just now. I'll get rid of that. That's not helpful. Don't need the maneuver node now. I want the surface thing back again, for I want the suicide burn. That isn't of use to me anymore, actually. Alright, I don't think I'm going to crash as things stand. I think I've probably got... what am I wanting? Where's my suicide burn? Why aren't I getting a suicide burn? Oh, everything stopped for a second there. That was quite frightening. Why am I not getting a suicide burn distance? Oh. Oh, good. Because I'm almost certainly going to crash. That's why I need the vessel. I could do with that coming up. No, I'm doomed. Okay, I might have survived that bounce actually. Kerbals are surprisingly able to survive all sorts of damage, but having said that, I mean seriously, she's the only thing I actually... Oh wow, have we survived? Yes! Got a bit of a walk. All right. I'm going to file that under things I should not have lived through. I might have actually. The ship looks like it actually survived the crash. Actually. Let's just. I don't know why I'm landing this thing. I don't care about it anymore. But it seems to have survived. Oh, I think a couple of the legs have broken. Yeah. So the legs took the impact. Well, there you go, eh? It just feels messy, leaving this to kind of drift through space and go any old where. So, still got some suicide burn. I'm slightly annoyed with myself, not remembering where. Oh, am I going the, I'm going the wrong way now. I actually overshot. Okay, let's just point retrograde as far as the surface is concerned. Right, so I'm about eight clicks away from Stelelia. I'm actually only about 6 clicks away from Stelelia. So I actually might have survived that. I'm just going to have to remember that I do need the vessel. I don't know why I'm trying to land this thing. It's a slightly pointless exercise. But right, there we go. So the legs took the impact, which is really kind of interesting that I could have actually survived it. But Stelelia, I managed to get Stelelia out. Can I go down? I'm too far away. So I got Stelelia out, and she survived. So that's brilliant. So I just need to grab. Can I grab her and switch to her? Yes. All right, Stelelia's got a bit of a walk ahead of her. I should not have survived that. Oh, right, there we go. There we go, Moonhopper, which we will. Can I set that? I can do it in the rendezvous thing. There we go. So Stelelia's got a bit of a walk ahead of her, or a bit of a fly, really, because we're going to do it that way. So yeah, after completely failing to record my Jupiter episode, I succeeded in recording it. It's just that I forgot to put my microphone on, so you couldn't hear what I was saying, and that's not useful to anybody. Yeah, so I did all my Jupiter science, which was quite pleasing. I got a Jupiter orbit, not Jupiter. What am I saying? Joule. I got a Joule orbit, and I'm in about 21 days. I'm going to. 21 days is my circularization burn for Joule. That's going to take 20 minutes. That's a 20-minute burn. So, yeah. That's going to be fun. I think I might leave it until, I think I might do that while you're not watching, because that sounds like a dull thing for you guys to have to sit through. And then there's going to be trying to explore BOP and Pole, and basically try and get as many moons as I can. I'm unlikely to be able to get that particular craft back, so I'm unlikely to get any recovery signs. But it does have like over 5,000 Delta B, so you never know. So I want to get as much transmission science as possible, and then wonder whether or not I'm going to want to land it on something and get that final bit of science. And I've got a couple of contracts which ask me to land on BOP and Pole, which obviously I'm not going to be able to do. I'm not going to do both of those with one. Especially, it's a lander. It was meant to be an explorer craft. It was never meant to actually land. So I'm going to have to send something else off to Joule to do all that kind of stuff. But never mind. Stelelia has survived She is approaching Moonhopper 3. It's all good. I probably would have survived a lot better if I'd had the correct engineer panel up. I'm just going to remember that Suicide Burn comes under Vessel, which isn't obvious in my opinion, but never mind. I probably would have been able to aim more towards the ground when I needed to. A higher thrust to weight ratio craft is good. I mean, I think if you're going to do accurate landings, you need a high thrust to weight ratio craft. But until next time, thanks very much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughddice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, reach for the stars and bail out when you need to.